Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a Friday early evening episode of Ted's Booze Cellar with me, your most gracious host, Ted. It is currently 6 minutes to 6 on the 12th of June, the year of our Lord 2020. Don't know why I keep saying year of our Lord, I'm not even religious, but anyway. It's been a while since we did just a standard, just straightforward lager, be it, a British or a continental one or an American one. And, we've reviewed quite a few beers recently, mainly like Belgian blonde beers or like dark beers or stuff like that. I just want to go to really just like contemporary, just sort of like fizzy, sort of maybe wheaty lager. So today I'm going for one of the countries that does that kind of drink the best, and that is our good old friends over in Deutschland. And namely, we are taking a look at a very good beer by Paulaner München. And I know it's a good beer because I have had this one before, but it has been a while since I've had this particular one from them. So it might not be as good as I remember it. So I'm going to try and temper my expectations to a more objective level as a result of that. But this particular drink from Paulaner München, who were established by the looks of things from Munich in 1634, is called Münchner Hell, Munich Lager. As you can see there, it's just spelled H-E-L-L. I'm not sure if there's any particular way I have to pronounce it. I think I got it about right. Yeah, this is a 4.9% alcohol volume, half a litre. I got this for about £2.95 from the Wine Barrel on Western Road in Hove. So I think for the size of this can, that's about relatively good-ish price. Good-ish, generally speaking, for like an imported lager anyway, that is, not immediately like available without ordering it over Amazon in this country. So yeah, I think that's about right. Maybe 50 pence cheaper, but generally I'd say I'm pretty happy to pay the price for this size of drink anyway. So yeah, obviously there's not a lot I can say about the drink, considering on the back all the writing is either in German, what I'm pretty sure is Korean or Japanese, and Russian or Greek, I don't know. But anyway, I quite like the design of the can. Very gold, very regal, bit classy outline with that dark midnight blue. So yeah, I give the design of the can a 9 out of 10, especially considering it's got a nice little illustration of the central part of Munich there. So first off, just a quick palate cleanser of water. And then, yes, somewhat sacrilegiously, we are having a German beer in a Portuguese beer glass. So, well, what are you going to do? Let's see. Very easy to open, not too much fizz or pizzazz. Doesn't like. I didn't shake this too much before I put it in the fridge, so hopefully it will remain as unfrazzled as possible. We'll be able to give it as an objective review as we possibly can. So there we are. Nice, good, light ambery colour, as you can see. Very, very handsome looking indeed. So, ooh, wow, very, very nice, rich, sort of herbally, wheaty sort of beer sort of smell. It does kind of almost remind me a bit of I would say, I don't know, it's hard to describe. It's kind of like a sort of a cross between the smell of like, the herbalness of like a mythos, with sort of the floweriness and aromatic nature of a Kronenberg, and then maybe like the sort of sweetness of like a German herbal wheat beer. So I'm going to give it a shot and see what we think. I'd give the smell probably like a 7 out of 10. It doesn't blow me away, but it's very pleasant smell anyway. So let's taste it and see what it's like. I do wish the texture was a little bit smoother at the finish, so it's just a bit easier to swallow down. Apart from that, though, it's got a very smooth, almost velvety texture to it, weirdly enough. And I would say that it's got this weird sort of like wheaty, honeyish sort of like undertone that's really nice, undercutting this like, generic but very well brewed like Eurocentric continental like beer lager taste, which is undercut by that sort of like sweet, wheaty, honey sort of like tint. So yeah, it's just a very standard lager, but it's like a really well made one. I think like the sweet undertone could maybe be toned back a little bit, and like I said, the texture at the finish could be like maybe smoothened out a little bit as well, because I feel like it could do with being a bit easier to sort of like swallow down. Because I feel like this is one of those really good beers to like have during a festival to like sort of chug down maybe. But it's also a beer at the same time that's good enough to have with a meal or to appreciate and just have with a friend over a chat, or just while you're relaxing at the end of a hard day's work. So I'd say this is suitable for a lot of circumstances and situations. Would I say it's better than Erdinger Weissbier, which is the main German beer that I've drunk before? I'd say this is a better general beer. Erdinger Weissbier is kind of like a more relaxed meal drink. This is good for those purposes as well, but it's more general lager. So I'd say they're good enough for different purposes, whichever one you fancy. If you fancy something heavier that you take more time to appreciate, go for Erdinger. If you want something that's perhaps slightly more palatable, go for this by all means. And this is probably better for first-time beer drinkers as well anyway, so take that as you will. For the taste overall, though, I'll give it a 7.5. Like, there are sort of like undertones to the taste and the texture which I think could be better, and the smell I think could be sort of refined a little bit more, but overall it's a really respectable beer. What is 7.6? No, 7.75 I think. It is good. It's way above average. It is a very pleasant beer that is definitely improved by having it in a draft glass and definitely having it chilled, and maybe with like a nice German snack or something. So maybe some like German chili peanuts. But yeah, no, very pleasant, very well recommended. I would recommend again, would buy for myself again in the future as well. And yeah, very well done, Deutschland, and Munich in particular. So, if you guys did like this video of Ted's Booze Cellar, give me a like, share and subscribe if you want to. And if you're so inclined, I will leave the links to my social medias and other YouTube channels in the video description below as well. And if you want to suggest any other drinks for future episodes of Ted's Booze Cellar, leave your suggestions in the comment section below and I'll see what I can get up to with those. But until next time, have fun, stay safe, don't do anything I wouldn't do, wash your hands, take care of your family, drink responsibly, know your limits, and I'll see you guys at the bar next time on Ted's Booze Cellar. Auf Wiedersehen.